What is going on, guys? This is Daniel, and today I'll be analyzing D'Angelo Russell's Summer League performance, the second overall pick for the Lakers. So, let's get to it. On offense, let's first start with the pick and roll, and if the on-ball defender simply goes under the ball screen, Russell can pull up and shoot the three, and over time, this should become an efficient shot for him. Attacking off the pick and roll, Russell was pretty solid at going to the basket and finishing. He's not the fastest player or the most explosive, but because of his nice size, he found ways to get to the basket, and here he attacks and draws a foul. But oftentimes it was less of what Russell did and more of what the defense did or here didn't do, as no one stops ball and he goes in for the score. Here attacking, he doesn't get a great shot at the basket, but he does hit a tough one impressively. So while he did have his scores off of pick and rolls going to the basket, which is nice, he also had his struggles. He's not very fast, he's pretty slow actually, and he's not really that quick, so he doesn't have that great burst to blow by the sagging big man, which often results in tough shots. Here he struggles to get by center Alex Kirk, so he has to take a tough floater. His Euro step looks pretty slow here and he gets rejected by Okafor. This time he can't create enough separation from the defense, so he has to try to pass it out at the last second, which results in a turnover. And again you see he can't get by the sagging big man, so he has to pass it out. And because of the fact he cannot always get to the basket, he ended up taking a lot of mid-range jump shots. I mean a ton. I could literally put 3 minutes straight of him just taking mid-range jump shots, but I'm not going to make you watch that. You get the point. He had a decent amount of them, and that could become a bread and butter shot for him, but because mid-range shots are generally inefficient and he wasn't money shooting it in Summer League and his shooting in general wasn't off the charts good, I would definitely advise he take less in the actual regular season. Russell also tried a few pull-up threes when the defender went over the screen, but these are contested shots and tough ones at that. Let's talk about passing off the pick and roll, and Russell had his good moments, but he was also very turnover prone. But let's start with the good, and he did a solid job of making the simple pass when the defense made errors, and here he makes the pass to the corner when the defender helped one pass away. And the really nice backdoor cut here, and Russell delivers the accurate pass. He shows nice patience, and here he delivers the perfect pocket pass to the roll man, though on the next play he turns it over trying to make the pocket pass. And again, he forces the pass to the roll man when it really wasn't open. A very nice read here. Russell sees a weak side defender rotate over on the roll man, so Russell finds Nance for the open jump shot. Nance misses, but Russell gets the rebound and puts it in. Russell has good vision, and he showed that off, throwing nice skip passes several times, leading to good results for his teammates, good accuracy with the passes, and he throws it with a high velocity. But we have to talk about Russell's turnovers in the pick and roll as well, and he definitely struggled when he was in traffic or when he was trapped, and he had difficulties making the pass out at times, and you can see here he tries to split two defenders in the pick and roll, but he ends up turning it over. Also, he had some major troubles with his no-look pass, just trying to be too fancy, too flashy, trying to make the highlight pass instead of the one that'll actually help his team, and several times he just threw it away trying to make the no-look pass. This time he makes the right read, but because he threw a no-look pass, it was completely inaccurate. Now let's move on to Russell's isolations, or the possessions he used when he wasn't in the pick and roll, and it wasn't pretty. Basically, because he had a hard time getting to the basket, he settled for a lot of pull-up jumpers, pull-up threes, step-back jumpers, and when he did attack, he was pretty mediocre. Here he misses a shot at the basket, and you can see the lack of burst and quickness trying to go by Okafor here, and he misses. So he definitely struggles getting by his man, and penetrating is a major weakness for him at this point. Here though, he does get a step on his man and nicely finishes at the basket. One area the Lakers coaching staff definitely deserves blame for is the lack of spot-up opportunities and spot-up threes Russell got. When he did get spot-up threes, it was often because of an offensive rebound, which is what happens here. Or when the defense simply makes an egregious error, getting him an open three. More of this please, where Russell comes off a down screen and gets an open J. Now let's move on to transition, where his passing definitely was able to flourish. I like how his passes are sharp, on target, on point, thrown as hard as he can. He certainly has that backdoor bounce pass down. And just tremendous patience here, surveying the court and then finding Clarkson for the open 3. I also like how he experimented with some quick outlet passes. 2 were really nice and successful, and here a perfect on-target pass to Nance. But this one, it appears he tries to force and it results in a turnover. And good idea here, but he just completely overthrows Brown. In transition, he was also turnover prone, and it just felt like he tried to make the perfect pass every time. He knew if he got the assist, it would get some oohs and ahs from the crowd. And again, the guy thinks he's Magic Johnson, trying to make every pass a no-look pass, and again it ends miserably. In terms of attacking the basket in transition, he wasn't great, and you can see the lack of explosiveness at the basket in terms of finishing, but here he nicely attacks aggressively and draws a foul. And I'm not comparing the two because they are 2 completely different players, but it's just night and day watching Jordan Clarkson and Russell in terms of explosiveness and how effectively they can get to and finish at the basket. Russell also took a couple off the dribble 3s in transition, and these are good shots. So, Russell has adequate court vision. His court vision is better than adequate, but in Summer League it didn't look that way because of the amount of turnovers he had, throwing it away. He has a solid mid-range jumper, and he has potential as a 3-point shooter, and while in Summer League he only went 2 of 17 from 3, which is poor, but it was on a very small sample size. Russell's biggest concern is the fact that he doesn't have the quickness to drive and he's not explosive finishing. As mentioned, in Summer League his 3-point shooting was shaky and he was turnover prone, and to be more than a Kendall Marshall offensively at the next level, he needs to be an elite 3-point shooter and passer, and in Summer League those 2 areas were pretty underwhelming. Moving on to defense, and Russell's on-ball defense was pretty good. He was very active and alert and did a very nice job sliding his feet. Here against Kevin Pangos, he shows good effort and they force a turnover. Again, Russell does a nice job of staying in front of his man and forcing a pass out, though when the ball does go out, he relaxes and his man ends up hitting a 3. Here though, he gets beat toward the middle and his man scores. And here, for some reason, he goes under a ball screen against a capable shooter, giving up an open 3. But now we're moving on to Russell's off-ball defense, which was simply atrocious. The amount of times he was caught ball watching and his man backdoored him was ridiculous. Again, you see he gets backdoored easily, allowing a layup. Russell is ball watching, so his man can cut in behind him, but the pass isn't made. He clearly doesn't execute the concept, see man and ball. And sometimes it wasn't that he was ball watching, it's just that his reaction time and foot speed was not quick enough. Here you see he sees what's about to happen, but his foot speed isn't the best and he gets beat. Moving on, when a shot goes up here, he doesn't really box out, allowing his man to sneak in for the layup. He gambled helping one pass away a few times. It works here as he gets the nice steal, but on this play he helps one pass away when it's not his rotation, giving up the open 3. Good positioning here, he's stationed in the paint so when the drive comes he can rotate from the weak side, force the miss and haul in the rebound. So his on-ball defense was pretty solid, staying active and alert. His discipline definitely needs to improve off the ball and he got exposed ball watching and getting backdoor cut easily, but this can easily be improved of course. Well, there you have it guys. That was my final individual breakdown of Summer League. I hope you enjoyed. I have no idea what my next video will be about, but I'll be working on it. So, thanks for watching and see you next time.